Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 4th. Okay, this is your English teacher. Okay, we have already started the lesson first of your textbook, Budshah-The Great. Fine. आज हम इसी चैप्टर का जो पहली लेसन है इसी का तीसरा पार्ट समझने और पढ़ने की कोशिश करेंगे. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. ओके, फर्स्ट पार्ट में हमने क्या देखा? फर्स्ट पार्ट we came to know that there was a conversation going between the children. Okay, they were waiting for their Dadaji to arrive and tell them the story. Okay, there was a little bit confusion between some of the children. Okay, he was actually Raja, who thought that his Dadaji is going to tell them a wonderful story. But actually, Dadaji was going to narrate them a story about a great king who happened to be the king of Jammu and Kashmir in the past. Right? Okay. So Raja was corrected by Rihan, Simran, and other children. Okay. So in the meanwhile, Dadaji comes and starts telling them the story. Okay, so the next day we come to know that uh, that uh, that this Budshah, okay, his actual name was Shahi Khan, and he was 8th king of Shahmir dynasty. He was also known as Zainul Abidin. Okay, and he was 3rd son of Sultan Sikandar, and his mother's name was Miraj. Right. So, okay. We also came to know that he fought various battles in order to gain the reign of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, especially with his elder brother. Okay, we also became aware of the fact that Zainul Abidin was an intelligent and a good human being. Okay, he made good relationships with the neighboring countries like Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Egypt, and Tibet. Okay, so he was accepted. He was given the we can say the he was accepted as a king by the neighboring states of India, like Bengal, Gujarat, Gwalior, and many other states. Right. Okay. We also came to know that he was uh, popularly known as Budshah. Okay. So the Budshah, it is derived from the Kashmiri word Bud. Okay, and Shah means the king. Bud means the greatest, and Shah means the king. Okay, so that means the people uh, called him the greatest king. Okay, right. Okay, okay. So let's read let's read first the content that we are going to comprehend today. Okay, then we will try to explain the things. Okay, so in Kashmir he is popularly called the Budshah. Even after more than 500 years, he halved the tax paid by the people. He built many mosques and temples apart from colleges and universities. His universities at Naushahar flourished until 17th century. His priority was to provide basic facilities to his people. Simran, what are his other achievements? Dadaji, dear, a king is always remembered for his contribution. He is first like a father to his people, who must ensure all have food to eat, clothes to wear, and shelter to live. Ahmed, Dadaji, you forgot one thing. Dadaji, what? Ahmed, books to read. Dadaji, yes, of course. If you want to prosper, we must read or we will be left behind. Okay, Rian, How many years did Budshah rule? Dadaji. He ruled for 52 years, and this period is known for peace and development. His period is remembered for laying of a network of canals, water courses covering different regions of this state. Rian, did he also build something? Dadaji, yes, he built magnificent wooden building at Naushahar, which consisted of 12 stories and 50 rooms each. Unfortunately, the building was gutted in fire. He also rebuilt the town of Sopur, which was also consumed in flames. He repaired and partly reconstructed the great Jamia Masjid at Naushara, Ahmad. It is fine piece of architecture. I have been there with Papa to offer Eid prayers. There's a lot of hustle and bustle on Fridays. Rian, I will also tell Ubu to take me there. Dadaji. And children, he built some of the great bridges in Srinagar. Zaina Kadal is named after his name, Zainul Abidin. What were his interests? Okay, so the last question was made by Raja. What is special about the king? Okay, so Dadaji replied, indeed a lot. People gave him the title of Budshah, the greatest sovereign. Okay, you know, sovereign means free. One who is free and independent is called as sovereign. Okay, for example, Republic of Sovereign India, because in our country, India is not controlled by outside forces. Therefore, it is referred as sovereign country, right? Okay, in Kashmir, he is popularly called the Budshah. Even after more than 500 years. Okay, so according to Dadaji, okay, and as per the history, the Budshah is still remembered in Kashmir by the name of Budshah. Okay, he howled the tax. He was a kind king. Okay, he was very kind towards his subjects. Okay, the first thing that he did for his people, that he halved the tax. He made the tax half. Okay, so and he built many mosques and temples. Okay, apart from colleges and universities. In addition to colleges and universities that he built, he also constructed the religious places for the people, okay, to offer namaz, to offer puja, and did their religious do their religious rituals, right? His universities at Naushahar flourished until 17th century. The university that Budshah built at Naushahar, that was settled there until 17th century. Okay, that flourished there, that boomed there, means that expanded there. Okay, that was there booming and expanding and flourishing, okay, until 17th century. His priority was to provide basic facilities to his people. His interests were not his own accomplishments, his own making his own interests, or something else. He prefers to be good towards the people. Okay, he his first the first thing that he wanted to do was making the arrangements for his people. Okay, making the arrangements of basic amenities to his people. Simran, what were his other achievements? Then Simran posed a question to her Dadaji, that what were his other achievements, means other actions to accomplish something. Okay, Dadaji, dear, a king is always remembered for his contribution. Okay, Dadaji replied that the king is only remembered for his contributions, for his the actions that good actions that he uh, do for his subjects, for his people. He is first like a father to his people. Okay, a king is one, okay, who does the fatherly role for his people, who must ensure all have food to eat. Okay, a king is one, okay, who ensure that he makes one who makes sure that his people have food to eat, clothes to put on, and the shelter to live in, the homes, or we can say the houses where they can stay. Okay, Ahmad, Dadaji, you forgot one thing. Now Dadaji posed another question. He interrupted and told Dadaji that he forgot something. Dadaji, what? Ahmad, books to read. Okay, okay. Ahmad was of the opinion that there is another thing that the people must have, and those are books. Okay, Dadaji, yes, of course. Okay, Dadaji nodded. If you want to prosper, we must read, or we will be left behind. Okay, according to Dadaji, if we want to flourish, if we want to expand, if we want to prosper, okay, if we want to be successful, we must read, or we will be left behind. Okay. Then Rian posed a question: how many years did Budshah rule? Means that how what were the total numbers of the years? Uh, Total number of years by which the Budshah ruled in Jammu and Kashmir. Dadaji, he ruled for 52 years. And this period is known for peace and development. Okay, so Budshah ruled for as many as 52 years, and this period is known as the period of peace and development. His period is remembered for laying a network of canals and water courses. During this period, he made several water canals, water courses. Okay, that means water courses means the water channels, okay, through which the water flows, covering different regions of the state. Okay, Rian, did he also build something? Okay, okay, so Rian asks, did he also build something? Okay, did he also constructed something for their people? Dadaji, yes, he built magnificent wooden building at Naushahar, which consists of 12 stories and 50 rooms each. Okay, so Dadaji replied, yes, he built a magnificent, beautiful and attractive wooden building at Naushahar. Naushahar is a place in the city of Srinagar, which consisted of 12 rooms. This building had 12 stories, 12 stories and 50 rooms each, and each story had 50 rooms. Unfortunately, the building was gutted in fire. Okay, but due to the misfortune of the people, this building gutted in a fire. Okay, he also rebuilt the town of Sopur. Okay, he also built again the town of Sopur, which was also consumed in flames, which was also gutted in fire somewhere in the past. Okay, he repaired and partly reconstructed the great Jamia Masjid at Nauhata. Okay, is the great Jamia Masjid, which is constructed by Mughals. Okay, what Budshah did, he partly repaired it. He partly made some changes in it when it was damaged in the past, and partly reconstructed it and constructed it again. It's some parts, right, Ahmad? It is it is a fine piece of architecture. Okay, now Ahmad, okay, he says that the Jamia Masjid at Naushahar is a fine piece of work. It is a fine piece of building. Okay, I have been there with Papa. He had been there with Papa to offer Eid prayers. There's a lot of hustle and bustle on Fridays. There's a huge rush of people moving here and there, especially on Fridays. Rian, I will also tell Abu to take me there. Now Rian, in Rian interest aroused that he also wanted to go there, and he will tell his father to take him there, Dadaji. And children, he built some of the great bridges in Srinagar. Okay, Dadaji added that besides these universities, colleges, okay, water channels, water courses, he also built some of the great bridges in Srinagar. Zainakadal is named after his name. Okay, Zainul Abidin. Okay, Zainakadal is a bridge in Srinagar. Okay, which is named after his name, Zainul Abidin. Right. Okay. So Simran, what were his? Okay. Now Simran poses a question. What were his interests? Okay. What did he wanted to do? Okay. So let us answer this question tomorrow. Let's see how Dadaji replied to this question tomorrow, inshallah. Till then, Khuda Hafiz. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.